Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A give running right, Lindsey. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's still on his feet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there, because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the final act came from Royce Freeman on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco looking for Sanders here on the and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And that's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Lindsey, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flacco's throw there complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. He won't go down, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Flacco. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Off of play action, Darnold. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because his now Bell hit. He lost the football. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York. And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and his throw is incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. A screen to Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
On 2nd and 7, Flacco. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating off play action, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Flacco finds Jake Butt over the middle. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and they it moves the chains. First and 10 here for Flacco. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. And let's pin the mirrors back in.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the final act came from Royce Freeman on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Bell. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, but to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
To throw again on second down. Flacco dancing to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 61 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
is one of
she's
our guys.
singing too.
No, she's
she's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Bell. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Throwing here on third down, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On third down, here's Lindsay. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Staying on his feet. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A break from the ground game here. Flacco buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.